Welcome, everyone. We are continuing the reading of William Walker Atkinson's book, Thought Vibration. We are on chapter 7, part 2. Again, we are reading Thought Vibration by William Walker Atkinson. I am loving this book. It's so powerful. It was written over 100 years ago, I believe in 1906. Isn't that right? Isn't that what we said? And we are just continuing the reading. I'm reading from my screen from a digital copy. And we left off last reading. Again, if you missed any of the readings, they're all on the YouTubes, on the playlist. So be sure to pay attention to that and look at all of the old videos and the epic playlists that we have read together, y'all, including this book. So let's pick up where we left off. Chapter 7, Part 2. William Walker Atkinson was talking about desire and ambition are positive and life producing, as opposed to wanting and changing, interest and attention needed to be given to anything that we want to come to fruition. So worry and fear never bring anything. Worry is negative and death producing. Desire and ambition are positive and life producing. We may worry ourselves to death, and yet nothing will be accomplished. But let us transmute our worry and discontent into desire and interest, coupled with a belief that we are able to make a change. The can and I will, the I can and I will idea. Then something happens. We've discussed our thoughts about, are you a I can person or I can't person? There's two types of people. And it's our choice, no matter what has happened in the past. Yes, fear and worry must go before we can do much. If you want to accomplish anything, if you want to get out of your comfort zone, if you want to change where you're at right now in life, in whatever area, if you want to make a change, you're sick and tired of being sick and tired, you got to get rid of fear and worry. I just have to show you these. Look at these Harry Potter gummies. How cute are these? These are apparently the Harry and Hedwig mix. But just look at some of these. This is a golden snitch. This is, oh, this is a Harry Potter head. Can you see him? It's Harry. Those little glasses. I got a bunch of snitches. I think this is a little letter package. Hopefully not a howler. I have no idea what this is. But it tastes good. But it tastes good. Okay, I'm sidetracking. I apologize. They were just right here. I had to share. So if we want to accomplish anything, we have got to get rid of fear and worry. They must go if we want to accomplish anything. One must proceed to cast out these negative intruders. Didn't we talk about that in a couple of videos ago about just like intrusive thoughts? I'm sorry, just like intruders that come in, robbers who want to come and steal and rob you and take things away or steal your, rob your car, rob you, rob your purse or your wallet. Anybody intruding, attacking, coming in without an invitation, and especially without good intent, they are intruders. That is the same with our thoughts. If you have negative, intrusive thoughts that are negative, they're not helpful. They are not here to help you in a situation. They are just fearful thoughts that are popping up like little gophers, like little weeds in the garden. We have to be disciplined. We have to be vigilant. We have to get rid of those. We must cast out the negative intruders and replace them with confidence and hope. Transmute worry into keen desire. Then you will find that interest is awakened and you will begin to think things of interest to you. Thoughts will come to you from the great reverse stock in your mind, and you will start to manifest them in action. Wherever you put your energy, attention, and focus, especially in your mind, you'll get more of it. Your mind is the greatest algorithm. We all have social media, and when we start watching certain videos or engaging with certain content, really just paying attention to them, the algorithm takes note and shows us more of like that, more videos like that, more content like that. And so the same is with our mind. It's the greatest algorithm. Whatever thoughts we focus on, more will be shown to us of that nature. So, moreover, you will be placing yourself in harmony with similar thoughts of others and will draw to you aid and assistance from the great volume of thought waves with which the world is filled. Think of yourself as a fish in water, and the water is pure thought. It's like how Wallace D. Waddle says in The Science of Getting Rich, it's the thinking stuff. We're in this soup, we're in this magical, malleable, infinite, energetic soup. We can impress this energetic field with anything we want. Another analogy is think of the world, everything outside of you is really sensitive photo paper. Like Polaroid paper that is, photosensitive, like light sensitive. Like think of the world, everything around you is like really sensitive photo paper. And your consciousness, your attention is a bright light. And whatever thought you have is the image. You're like a camera. And so you have the flash, the light, the consciousness. And so whatever image you focus on, your consciousness snaps it and then it prints it out. So whatever you are focused on, whatever thought, whatever narrative matched with the light, it's like a pinhole camera, right? We put the little hole on something to get an image and we just leave it there and we cut a hole in the box and then the light just filters through and then the image slowly gets printed on the back of the box on the photo paper within. That's like our life. Your thoughts will be the image that when given all of your energy, attention, and focus will be printed out onto the photo paper of your outside world. It's true for all of us. And that's it can be scary at first, but anyways. Okay. So when we tap into the positive thoughts, we will be placing ourselves in harmony with similar thoughts of others and draw to us all the assistance we need from the great thought waves, the positive thoughts that this world is filled with, because this world is filled with positive and negative. But what are we focused on? What are we drawing towards us? One draws to himself thought waves corresponding in character with the nature of the prevailing thoughts in his own mind. So we draw to us thought waves that are corresponding with the character and the nature of what we've been thinking. Just like we will draw to us more content on social media that corresponds to what we've already been engaging with. Yeah. One draws to himself thought waves corresponding in character with the nature of the prevailing thought in his own mind, his mental attitude. Then again, he begins to set into motion the great law of attraction, whereby he draws to him others likely to help him, and is in turn attracted to others who can aid him. This law of attraction is no joke, no metaphysical absurdity, but is a great live working principle of nature, and anyone may learn by experimenting and observing. Ain't that the truth? What have you been noticing in your life, in your algorithm? What have you been attracting? Not to judge yourself. It's very simple when reading these, universal laws. It's like input, output. It's a formula. It's a law. And we are all subject to it. It doesn't judge, by character. That's why sometimes we see people who are what we think not very good people and they attract to them everything that they want. It's not fair. It's not about good or bad. It's like the soil in the earth. It doesn't care if it's going to grow a seed that is poison or a really healthy fruit. It's just going to take it and produce in abundance and have it grow. To succeed in anything, you must want it very much. Desire must be evident in order to attract. The man of weak desires attracts very little to himself. The stronger the desire, the greater the force set into motion. You must want a thing hard enough before you can get it. You must want it more than you do the things around you, and you must be prepared to pay the price for it. The price is the throwing overboard of certain lesser desires and that stand in the way of the accomplishment of the greater one. Comfort, ease, leisure, amusements, and other things that have to go. Not always, though. It all depends on what you want. As a rule, the greater the thing desired, the greater the price to be paid for it. Natural Nature believes in adequate compensation. But if you really desire a thing in earnest, you will pay the price without question, for the desire will dwarf the importance of the other things. So that's like what people would call sacrifice. But I love this definition. Sacrifice doesn't mean giving up something that you really love. Sacrifice means giving up something of a lesser value for something of a greater value. So that's why he says you really have to make the desire super strong because it'll make it easier for you. Think about things you really wanted in life. The sacrifices we have to make aren't as bad because we want it so much. It dwarfs the importance of the other things that we're quote unquote giving up. You say you want a thing very much and are doing everything possible toward its attainment. Psh, you're only playing desire. That's funny. So think about this. Be honest with yourself. You say you want something really, really bad and are doing everything possible toward its attainment, you say? Hogwash, he says. You are only playing desire. Do you want the thing as much as a prisoner wants freedom, as much as a dying man wants life? Look at the almost miraculous things accomplished by prisoners desiring freedom. Look at how they work through steel plates and stone walls with a bit of stone. Is your desire as strong as that? Do you work for the desired thing as if your life depended upon it? Nonsense. You don't know what desire is. Ooh, he's challenging us. But that's the truth. And a lot of people they don't like to admit that. Like, there's been said, like, you have to want it. You have to want it like a person with their head on fire wants water, like dipping their head in water wants a bowl of water to dip their head in. You have to want it like someone who can't breathe or suffocating, like you want your another breath. And people could say, "Oh, that's dramatic. Don't be so crazy. We don't have to be so." Well, just find a way to conjure up that desire. It could be through love, it could be through all the wonderful things you're going to do with the thing that you achieve, or whatever it is, like your vision, getting really emotionally involved with your vision, because that is what's going to fuel the action, especially if you find it hard to be consistent, you know? He says, I tell you, if a person wants a thing as much as the prisoner wants freedom, or as much as a strongly vital person wants life, then the person will be able to sweep away obstacles and impediments, apparently immovable. The key to attaining desire, confidence, and will. The key to attainment is desire, confidence, and will. The key will open many doors. Fear paralyzes desire. It scares the life out of it. You must get rid of fear. There have been many times in my life when fear could get a hold of me and take a good, firm... I have to refresh this page. Let's refresh this page. It's not loading for some reason. How interesting. Let's do this together. But that's the truth. Fear will take you down. We can't afford to be afraid. Oh my goodness. Guess what, you guys? Do I have this book? This is so interesting. I was reading this book off of this archive, and it says the item is no longer available. Oh my God, this has never happened. We'll work through this. We're going to work through this, team. Got to improv. Let's eat another Harry Potter. Let's see what we got here. Oh, look at this. Oh my God. This is a sorting hat. Here, let me get it. Look at this sorting hat. I think this is cola. It is. That's interesting. Mm-hmm. William Walker Atkinson, Thought Vibration. Internet Archives. That's what I was reading it on, and it's not letting me read it anymore. We'll figure this out, team. Well, everything happens for a reason. I hope you're having a beautiful evening. But the message of the day is we can't afford to be fearful. You know, it'll take us down. It'll kill us. And if you haven't read Outwitting the Devil by Napoleon Hill, it's really outwitting fear. I mean, fear is the cause of so many things, destruction in our lives and other people's. So think about that. What part of you is fearful? What are you afraid of? What are you afraid of? Ask yourself. When you think about what you want in life, when you think about your goals and your dreams, what are you afraid of? What keeps you up at night? What makes you freeze? What makes you not want to take action? What shuts you down? What makes you procrastinate? You know? All right, everyone. This was an interesting reading. It is what it is. We just go with the flow. We remain unmoved. I can certainly go to bed early.